everybody. Welcome back for the second half of RWL Rage from Houston, Texas tonight. It's your girl, Christy O, here with Myron Schimmelman and the golden voice of Dawn Hickson. We'll be back for the next match. But first, here's Myron with some important 411.
Thanks, Christy Bubby. There's a lot of questions now about the television tag team titles now that Matt Clark and Rod Whitley have gone into semi-retirement and The Undertaker is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Well, what do you do when you have a vacant championship? Well, you have a tournament. And that's what's going to be happening in December before Memphis Million. There is going to be a tag team tournament for the television tag titles. There'll be more on that when I know more, you'll know more. But at the present time, we're still putting it all together.
With the stacked tag team division we've got now, that's going to be an interesting little development.
It certainly sounds like there's going to be an exceptional amount of heat for December. But let's move on to the second half of tonight's card, Legends Division competition with the legendary Iron Sheik, set to go one-on-one against the Dallas-Fort Worth Wrestling State Champion, Terry Funk.
Welcome back. Our second half opening non-title match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle from Tehran, Iran, weighing 262 pounds, here is the Iron Sheik.
And here he comes, Khosrow Hussein Vaziri, better known to the millions as the Iron Sheik, and he is ready for this matchup with Terry Funk, a non-title matchup. Terry Funk, of course, the Dallas-Fort Worth Wrestling State Champion, but that title is not recognized by RWL.
Now, I put this one together because if you notice and you look at the numbers, Terry Funk has been extremely popular during this run through the state of Texas. And, well, the Iron Sheik's always been popular, so I thought it would be a great Legends Division matchup.
And his opponent from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 245 pounds, he's the Dallas-Fort Worth Wrestling State Champion, hardcore legend Terry Funk.
Mr. Forever, Terry Funk, the hardcore legend, coming down the aisle to prepare for this matchup with the Iron Sheik. And it's going to be a rare appearance for the Funker in that he will not be using hardcore toys. And this particular matchup is going to be one-on-one wrestling skill going up against the Iron Sheik in this one.
During this tour of the Lone Star State, the Funker has been involved in some seriously popular matches and posting some serious numbers in viewership too. His no-rules match against the Sandman drew big numbers here on the channel, so let's see how this match against the Iron Sheik compares in popularity in the coming days. Man, this guy is totally old school, no BS action personified.
With these two legendary superstars, this second half opening contest can't be anything less than spectacular. Iron Sheik and Terry Funk both primed and ready to go here. As referee Charles Lucera sounds the bell, here we go. Iron Sheik opens up with a right, a chop to the head, taking Terry Funk down to the canvas immediately. A rebound off the ropes, an elbow drop right to the chest of the Funker. The Iron Sheik with a chop to the back of the head. And look at this, wasting no time at all. Here's a pin attempt, but just a one, according to the official. Iron Sheik putting the Persian boots to the face of Terry Funk. Iron Sheik right on him. A clubbing overhand right puts the Funker back down on the canvas. He rolls to the outside, so does the Iron Sheik. A rake across the back of Terry Funk. A kick, a left, and another kick. Iron Sheik with a fireman's carry to Terry Funk on the outside. Referee Charles Lucera already engaging the count here. The Iron Sheik goes to work on the head and neck area of Terry Funk. And he has had all the momentum on his side for the first minute of this matchup. Funker quickly back up to a standing position here. Hurls the Iron Sheik towards the barricades. Nails him with an elbow drop. Terry Funk finally starting to come alive here. Has the Iron Sheik up on the outside for a beautiful vertical suplex. The Funker drives a knee into the head of the Iron Sheik. Follows that up with a stomp to the face, a stomp to the back of the head. Terry Funk turning things around and putting the boots to the Iron Sheik, and this Texas crowd going absolutely wild. Of course, Terry Funk heavily favored to win this matchup. Funker gets a hold of the Sheik. The Sheik counters with elbows to the midsection, backing the Funker off. The Iron Sheik tries to drive him into the ring steps, but Funk puts on the brakes. The Iron Sheik rolls Terry Funk back inside the ring. Here he comes in hot pursuit. A dropkick puts Funk back on the canvas again. Funk counters with both boots, quickly back up to a standing position here. Locks it up with the Iron Sheik. Hard whip to the ropes. Funk ducks under a second time. A back body drop puts the Sheik down on the canvas for the first time in this matchup as Terry Funk tries to put out the fire. A jab, a right, and a clubbing overhead right to the back of the head of the Iron Sheik. Terry Funk locks up the Sheik. Escorts him towards the far left corner. Head first into the turnbuckle he goes. Terry Funk with a headlock punch to the Iron Sheik. He comes out of the corner and Funker just busted him open. Up over the shoulders into the fireman's carry position. The Iron Sheik hung up off the top rope and down he goes to the canvas. Terry Funk setting things up here as he snaps the leg of the Iron Sheik not once but twice. A chop right across the face. Terry Funk countered by the Iron Sheik with a shot to the midsection. Terry Funk being escorted towards the ropes by the Iron Sheik. Drops him to the canvas. A rope-assisted stomp to the chest from the Iron Sheik to Terry Funk. The Sheik rebounds off the ropes. Another beautiful elbow drop to the chest of Terry Funk, who rolls to the outside. And Terry Funk has been at a major disadvantage in this matchup so far. The momentum has been mostly on the side of the Iron Sheik. Whoa, look at that, he just spit on him. The Iron Sheik opens up with a series of hard right hands to the head of the Funker. Referee Charles Lucera already counting. There's a knee to the head from the Iron Sheik. Terry Funk struggling to get to a standing position here. The Iron Sheik gets a hold on him, pitches him towards the timekeeper's area, makes his own way back inside the ring. The referee urging Funker to get back in the ring, but it's not going to take a whole lot of urging, I can tell you that. Iron Sheik locks up Funker, drapes the arm over the shoulder, gets a hold of the trunks, measuring the weight carefully, has him up for a beautifully executed vertical suplex. Terry Funk laid out center ring. Iron Sheik quickly going for a cover. 1, 2. But no. Terry Funk powering out of the pin. Iron Sheik again putting the Persian boots to the head of the Funker. And a blatant choke from the Iron Sheik to Terry Funk. I don't believe it. Terry Funk, what is going on? He has been at a big-time disadvantage all through this match. The momentum has been mostly on the side of the Iron Sheik. Slammed headfirst into the far right turnbuckle by the Iron Sheik. Terry Funk rounded up over the shoulder, but look at this, a beautiful quick counter into a DDT, dropping the Iron Sheik to the mat. Iron Sheik in the corner, catches the boot from Funk, catches a second, and catches a third. Iron Sheik rolls out of the corner. Terry Funk trying to put out the fire here on the Iron Sheik. Whips him right back into the corner again. Rounds him up over the shoulder for a scoop slam. And quickly covering, hook to leg. 1, 2. But again, no. Just a 1. Excuse me. Funker rolls to the outside, slides back in. Iron Sheik locks him up for a belly-to-belly suplex. Iron Sheik misses with the stomp, catches a shoulder tackle from Terry Funk. The Funker gathers up the Iron Sheik again, setting him up for a pile driver, dead center ring, and he nailed it, and the Iron Sheik caught all of it. He is out. Funk covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Well, I would have thought that would have been it, but somehow the Iron Sheik getting that left shoulder up before the count of 3. Terry Funk with a double axe handle across the back of the Iron Sheik. Funk planning his next move here. Flips the Iron Sheik over. And here we go. Texas Cloverleaf. We could see a submission right here. The Iron Sheik flailing. Referee Charles Lucera checking him out. But a hard right to the face of Terry Funk disengages the hold. The Iron Sheik back up to a standing position. But Terry Funk, one more time, with the arm over the shoulder, with a hold on the trunks, and has the Iron Sheik up. But no, the Iron Sheik counters. A chop to the back of the head of Terry Funk. An overhand right. The Iron Sheik sets it up, back suplex. And quickly going for a cover and hooking the leg here. 1, 2. Well, I don't believe it. The Iron Sheik with an upset win over Terry Funk.
Man, they really went to town.
Here's the time, 6 minutes and 52 seconds. And your winner, the Iron
An
Sheik.
extremely enthusiastic, albeit negative response to the Iron Sheik picking up the 3-count pinfall over Terry Funk in this matchup. And quite frankly, I don't believe it, but the Iron Sheik definitely had the momentum going his way for 98% of this matchup. The Funker didn't really have much of an opportunity to fight back. Perhaps it was the fact that there were no hardcore toys involved, but the Iron Sheik almost certainly having the number of Terry Funk. And here you see it, that back suplex that put an end to this match for the 3-count pinfall for the Iron Sheik. We'll return with more RWL Rage right after this. All right, up next, this one's been a long time coming. The Rage Women's Tag Team Championships being defended by Les Femmes Fatales, Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson, facing the Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford, and the Memphis Millionaires, Jody Bora.
Who's excited for this one? Well, that's me. Okay, let's talk about it and keep it real as real can be. Jet and Mimi won the titles in the tournament July of 2024, beaten out Kanari Doku in the final. And here we are, December of 2025, and they're still holding those belts. Not that a bunch of people haven't tried to get them away since then, but Les Femmes, much like Jeannie Parker herself, have been immovable. Their previous challengers, the Future Endeavor just a month ago, also unable to get it done. And then Jet, Mimi, and Jeannie got the ladies tag trio titles away from Next Gen. I said all that to say that this challenge from Jody and Faye could, quite possibly, end that long run for Les Femmes. JD and the Fox, besides being former champions, have been radioactive hot since they partnered up. The risk is real tonight.
Wow, Christy, you summed that up great.
Top drawer analysis, Christy. But with all of that said about Les Femmes Fatales, let's focus our attention on Faye Crawford and Jody Borick and JD and the Fox. Since putting their partnership together, were undefeated up until they faced Las Reinas recently. They definitely have the experience, the championship chops, and the potential to take those Rage Women's Tag Team titles away from Jet and Mimi, but you wouldn't think so to see them walk. Look at this, reminding me of Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder and Stir Crazy. Yeah, that's us, we bad. Jet and Mimi, the proteges of Dynamite Jeannie Parker, and they have definitely learned their lessons well from the Women's World Champion.
I think we might see an upset tonight. It's not impossible. It's not out of court.
I think that's true, Myron. Have you two ever had that certain feeling about something? The sensation of heat on the back of your neck. When you just know something big is about to go down? Well, that's me all over right now. Jody Borak has had the best year ever in 2025, winning last year's Ladies Memphis Million Battle Royal. Plus, having had a short run as Women's International Champion. And Faye helped guide Wilcox and Hollywood to the Rage Men's Tag titles. In addition to having been one half of the Women's World Tag Champs with Crystal Gabor, I'm taking JD and the Fox very seriously. Because given their track records, you just sort of have to. Jet and Mimi better have them game faces on tonight, because they're finally facing one of their toughest challenges to date.
Again, I can't say for sure, but the threat is very, very real.
This next match, one fall with a 20-minute time limit, is for the Rwl Rage Women's Tag Team Championships. The challengers from Fairfield, Connecticut, the Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford, and from Fontana, California, the Memphis Millionaires, Jody Vorak, JD, and the Fox. Their opponents, from Raleigh, North Carolina, Goddess Mimi Emerson, and from Washington, D.C., Jet Williams, the Rage Women's Tag Team Champions, Les Femmes Fatales.
While Jet and Mimi may have danced and pranced their way down the aisle, their faces say they are all business. At this point in the matchup, referee Charles Lucera displaying the Rage Women's Tag Team Championships, and we're just about to get underway here, and this could be a very, very rough ride for Les Femmes Fatales. The referee sounds the bell. Faye Crawford and Jet Williams starting us off here. And Faye Crawford drives a knee into the head of Jet Williams, taking her down to the canvas. Gathers her back up again. Whips her to her team's corner. Here comes the Memphis Millionaires, Jody Vorak on the tag. Here comes a double team to Jet Williams. Williams whipped off the ropes, a back body drop center in the ring. As Jody Vorak takes over for her team, gouging the face of Jet Williams. Jody Vorak follows that up with a stomp, quickly departing and turning it back over to the Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford. Jet Williams charges. Whoa! Wheelbarrow Hurricane Rana right there. Faye Crawford locks her up. A clothesline takes Jet down to the mat. Oh, and she looks like she felt all of it. Faye Crawford with a beautiful judo-style toss. The Fairfield Fox moves in on Jet Williams. Puts a boot right across the face. Faye Crawford with a stomp to the arm of Jet Williams as she turns it back over to the Memphis Millionaires, Jody Vorak. Jet Williams, whoa, what a beautiful roll, and a kick right to the chest, a stomp to the midsection. Jet Williams with an elbow to the head of Jody Vorak. I do believe Jet Williams has had quite enough, and she is turning it over to Goddess Mimi Emerson. And again, another wheelbarrow roll and another kick to the face. Mimi Emerson covers one, but no, just about a one. The Memphis Millionaire is still in the game here. A stomp to the face from Mimi. Mimi Emerson misses with the low drop kick. Jody Vorak rolling out of the way just in the nick of time. A low drop kick finds Mimi though. Jody Vorak snaps the leg on Mimi Emerson. Quickly steps up, turns it back over to Faye Crawford. The team working very efficiently here. Mimi, look at this. Whoa, that was a beautiful roll right there. Mimi with a kick to the head of Faye Crawford. And again, the Rage Women's Tag Team Championships hanging in the balance on this one. There's a forearm from Mimi Emerson, taking Faye Crawford down the mat. Jet Williams brought in on the tag. Faye Crawford standing center ring waiting for her. Whoa, a hard forearm takes Faye Crawford to the outside. Jet Williams flying through the ropes. Living up to the name Jet, she flew and took Faye Crawford down on the outside. The referee already counting another forearm from Jet Williams to Faye Crawford. A stomp to the chest. An elbow to the top of the head. Jet Williams displaying a little bit of that bravado that Les Femmes Fatales is so well known for. Jeannie Parker definitely watching from wherever she might be. There's a, head first into the ring post. Tex Lynch, where are you to sing the song? Mimi Emerson gathers up Faye Crawford. Jet Williams waiting on the inside. Mimi gets a hold of Faye Crawford. Jet Williams turns her attention to Jody Vorak. Tags her with a right. Oh, look at this. Hung up off the middle rope. Down goes Jody Vorak. Faye Crawford still being worked on by Mimi Emerson on the outside. Jet Williams takes herself to the outside as well. Faye Crawford rolled back inside the ring. Jet Williams moves back in. Faye Crawford, oh man, she's in trouble. And Jody Vorak is laid out. Big time flying crossbody off the top turnbuckle. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. I do not believe it.
You kidding? It's over already?
Les Femmes Fatales retaining the titles in what could be record time. My God.
Here's the time, 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Your winners and still Rage Women's Tag Team Champions, Les Femmes Fatales.
Christy, I gotta give it to your psychic twinkle. You knew something big was gonna go down, but nobody was expecting this. Wow, 3 minutes and change to retain the title? Absolutely unbelievable. And without Jeannie Parker at ringside. Amazing. I don't even know, I'm at a loss for words.
So am I, Mar, and what an amazing win for Les Femmes Fatales. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with more RWL Rage in just a moment. Well, fans, that last tag team match certainly was a shock, and we've got another tag team match lined up. Wanton Jay and Vicious Ace, the Vandal Brothers, along with MJ Ferrantino, facing Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas, Team Splendid.
The next tag team match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring along with Matthew James Ferrantino from Vandalsburg, Pennsylvania, at a combined weight of 666 pounds. Wanton Jay and Vicious Ace Vandal, the Vandal Brothers.
The mathematician, the young genius MJ Ferrantino, and the Vandal Brothers are to the MJ Ferrantino group what the originals are to the Stronghold. They are the lead tag team in the MJ Ferrantino group, and why not? Huge men at 333 pounds apiece. I'm not even sure how that works out, but it sure does. And Jay and Ace come into the ring with those big old chains. Thank goodness they're not allowed to use those in an actual match. MJ Ferrantino definitely proud of the Vandal Brothers. And are they going to be able to have the wherewithal to take out Team Splendid this evening? That remains to be seen. Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas have certainly shown an exceptional degree of talent.
The Vandals have a major height and weight advantage, but don't sell Bobby and Fabi short. They've proven they can handle a tough challenge.
Their opponents, from Beverly Hills, California, at a splendid combined weight of 442 pounds, Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas, Team Splendid.
Now you guys will remember, when Bobby and Fabi first got here, nobody took them seriously. They said, oh, it's a novelty thing, it's a one-off, they're not gonna last. But they've proven themselves. And Sensational Fabiolas and Splendid Bobby C signed this match with the Vandal Brothers sight unseen. That says to me, they think they've got a chance. And who knows, maybe they do.
I remember all right. Even I thought they were gonna be just a flash in the pan kind of thing. But we've seen them buck the odds a few times. And sure, Jay and Ace have an edge, but Bobby and Fabi are fast and capable of outmaneuvering the big men. So calling a winner, here's a big note for me. We'll just have to wait till the final bell to see where this one ends up.
And so it is going to be Wanton Jay Vandal and Splendid Bobby C starting things off in this tag team matchup, and what a matchup it is going to be. As referee Charles Lucera sounds the bell, they come center ring. Shoved away is Bobby C, a knee to the head from Wanton Jay Vandal to Splendid Bobby C. A spinning fist, but a shove away from Jay Vandal. A spinning back fist takes him down. He goes after Fabiolas too. Bobby C goes behind, but all in vain. Off the middle rope, a kick right to the face of Splendid Bobby C. Wanton Jay Vandal takes him down to the mat. Ground and pound. Bully punches right to the face. Jay Vandal with a stomp to the arm of Splendid Bobby C. A wrist clutch knee to the head, dropping Bobby center ring. Again, an attempted mounted punches, but countered by Splendid Bobby C. Bobby delivers a kick to the leg of Jay Vandal. Does it again. Goes for a third. Well, now, here's a quick pin attempt. One. Only a one. Jay Vandal still far too strong. Bobby C with a kick to the face of Jay Vandal. Jay locks him up over the shoulders into the fireman's carry, takes a little walk with him towards the far right corner, heads first into the turnbuckle, and down goes splendid Bobby C. Jay Vandal putting the boots to Bobby C, a rebound off the ropes and a face wash to the splendid one. Here's a tag to Sensational Fabulous. Jay Vandal fired up here, he charges, connects with a kick but not quite. Sensational Fabulous opens up with a series of shots and kicks, taking Jay Vandal down to the canvas. Here's another pin attempt. One. Again, only a one. But you've got to give Team Splendid credit for trying hard. A rebound off the ropes, a flying punch takes Jay Vandal down to the mat. Wanton Jay Vandal makes it to the corner, tags in. Vicious Ace Vandal. Ace shoves away Sensational Fabulous. Fabulous slammed head first into the turnbuckle. Ace Vandal with a set of kicks to the rib and a spin kick. And now also putting the boost to Fabulous, another rebound off the ropes and another face wash, this time to Sensational Fabulous. Ace Vandal up on the middle rope, draws the knee right into the head of Fabulous. Ace Vandal fired up here. A set of wrist clutch stomps. A set of wrist clutch kicks to the face. And now we're going in slow as Ace Vandal tortures the arms of Sensational Fabulous. Fabulous catching a pair of knees to the back from Ace Vandal. Ace Vandal rounded up another driving knee to the head of Fabulous, and a set of mounted lefts from Ace Vandal followed up with a stomp to the midsection. He rounds up Fabi and another wrist clutch knee to the face. But a quick counter from Fabulous, a couple of hard rights, and Ace Vandal is down. A kick to the leg from Fabulous. Another set of driving knees into the leg. Fabulous working on the lower limbs of Ace Vandal. He rounds up Ace, and he's going to pay him back with interest. He takes Ace Vandal down and goes to work on the arms. MJ Ferrantino looking on from the far corner as a pair of knees is driven into the back of Ace Vandal. Fabulous locks up Ace. A set of short staccato kicks, and down goes Ace again. He gathers him up one more time, another driving knee to the head. Sensational Fabulous lighten up Ace Vandal with a set of lefts and a stomp to the midsection. Fabulous takes it over to his corner, turns it over to splendid Bobby C. Ace Vandal still laid out, slowly making his way to a standing position, catches a clubbing overhand right from splendid Bobby C. A whip to the ropes and an elbow takes Ace down. And yes, MJ Ferrantino starting to look a little bit concerned. Another overhand right from splendid Bobby C. Bobby with a kick right to the face of Ace Vandal, going in for a quick pin. 1, 2. But no, again, a near fall. Only a 2 count. Bobby C drives another knee into the head of Ace Vandal. Another overhand right from the splendid one. Ace Vandal whip to the Team Splendid corner. Bobby C going to take this one on his own. Off the middle rope, a beautiful kick. Taking Ace Vandal down. And again, Bobby C going for another pin. 1. Oh, there we go. We just lost Charles Lucera. He's down. Jay Vandal pitched to the outside by Bobby C. Ace Vandal puts on the brakes and delivers a headbutt. A stomp to the midsection, and that referee is unconscious. A stomp to the arm. A rebound off the middle rope. Beautiful shooting star right there. Here's another cover. A pin. Oh, look at this. Sensational Fabulous right there to break it up. Ace Vandal opens up with a set of lefts and a stomp to the midsection of splendid Bobby C. Bobby C rounded up. A wrist clutch knee from Ace Vandal. An overhand right. Vicious Ace Vandal with a wrist clutch kick to the face of splendid Bobby C. Bobby, whip to the Vandal brothers corner. A counter on elbow. Bobby escapes the corner, counter whips Ace Vandal to the Team Splendid corner. And again, he's going to take this one himself. Another kick right to the face off the middle rope. And here comes Sensational Fabulous. Ace Vandal once again laid out near center ring. And Team Splendid to their... Look at this wrist clutch stomps to the chest of Ace Vandal from Sensational Fabulous. Another pin, one. Only a one that time. They are certainly trying very hard to get this 3-count pinfall. There's another kick. Another knee right to the face of Ace Vandal. A stomp to the arm. As Sensational Fabulous turns it over to splendid Bobby C. Ace Vandal starting to take quite a bit of punishment at the hands of both members of Team Splendid. There's a forearm that takes Ace down to the mat. A driving knee into the arm from the Splendid one to Ace Vandal. Ace rounded up yet again. Bobby C whips him to the Team Splendid corner one more time. This time playing tug of war with the arm of vicious Ace Vandal. Ace Vandal pitched out of the corner. Again, another rebound off the middle rope kick. And a little bit of Bruce Lee action from splendid Bobby C. As Wanton J is brought in on the tag. A hard right spins him around into a sleeper hold. Then, splendid Bobby C counters with a jawbreaker, escaping the hold. The splendid one with a knee, a kick, a spinning elbow, another kick, and another kick that takes Jay Vandal down to the mat. A driving wrist clutch knee from the splendid one. A hard forearm takes Wanton Jay Vandal down to the mat. Here comes Sensational Fabulous again. Jay Vandal catches a kick but doesn't go down. Gets a hold of Fabulous, slams him into the turnbuckle. A kick to the ribs. Another. Oh my, look at this. A whole set of kicks to Sensational Fabulous from Wanton Jay Vandal, who puts those huge boots to the chest of Fabulous. A handstand pair of knees to the chest from Wanton Jay Vandal. Jay Vandal covers. 1, 2, well, just a one. Sensational Fabulous making his way to a standing position on the outside apron. Jay Vandal charges. A shoulder tackle takes him out to the floor. He turns his attention to splendid Bobby C. Bobby C counters with a forearm. Jay Vandal catches another shot and an enziguri takes splendid Bobby C out to the floor. A clothesline over the top rope and out onto the floor goes Sensational Fabulous as well. Both members of Team Splendid having their share of problems here. A swing and a miss from Jay Vandal. Fabulous takes him down, makes him pay for the mistake. Mounted punches right to the head from Sensational Fabulous. Fabulous gathering him up. A wrist clutch knee to Jay Vandal. A kick to the ribs, a second, a third, and a DDT. Wanton Jay Vandal laid out near the Team Splendid corner. Fabulous takes himself topside and drives the knee right into the chest of Wanton Jay Vandal and quickly turns it over to splendid Bobby C. The splendid one gathered up over the shoulder, hung up off the top rope by Jay Vandal. Jay covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. But again, no. A lot of near falls in this matchup, and it has been intense so far. Oh, another wrist clutch kick right to the head of the splendid one. Here comes Ace Vandal on the tag. Splendid Bobby C misses his move and catches a kick to the head. A rebound off the ropes from Ace Vandal. Another set of short kicks right to the head of splendid Bobby C as Ace Vandal turns his attention to Sensational Fabulous. Bobby C on the outside. Here we go. Ace Vandal engaging in some vandalism right here. Beat to the Bodran 10-count punches to the chest of Sensational Fabulous. And down he goes. Bobby C rolls back into the ring. Ace Vandal right there waiting for him. There's a forearm that takes him down. Bobby C quickly counters, quickly back up on his feet. Delivers a set of short kicks to the head of Ace Vandal. Ace gathered up again by Bobby C. Bobby whips him to the ropes. Whoa, what a beautiful punch right there. And here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. A 2 count this time. Ace Vandal getting the right shoulder up. Splendid Bobby C. Rebounds off the middle rope. Beautiful shooting star. Absolutely beautiful. Another pin. 1, 2. You cannot deny that Team Splendid is trying their hearts out. Sensational Fabulous brought in on the tag. Ace Vandal laid out center ring. Fabulous rounds him up. A running set of forearms to Ace Vandal. Whip to the Team Splendid corner. Fabulous slams the head of Ace Vandal into the turnbuckle. Ace finding himself in some trouble here on the wrong side of town. Sensational Fabulous with a kick to the ribs. Tags in Splendid Bobby C. Double team incoming. A punch right to the midsection as the Splendid One winds up the arm on Ace Vandal. Ace counters with a forearm. Gets a hold of Bobby C. Delivers a shot to the back. Goes behind on him. And whoop, Russian leg sweep. Parlayed into a set of mounted punches. And a stomp to the midsection for Splendid Bobby C. A stomp to the arm from Ace Vandal. Ace rebounds off the ropes. Another beautiful move right there. Ace Vandal gathers up Bobby C. Drives another knee into the head of the Splendid One. Ace gathers him up one more time. Whips him to the Vandal brothers corner. Here comes Wanton Jay on the tag. Tag team punch to the midsection as Jay Vandal assumes control for the Vandal brothers. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Splendid Bobby C. There's a kick to the ribs. There's another. Wanton Jay Vandal yanking the arm against the ropes. Jay takes him down into the corner, into a seated position. And again driving those huge boots into the chest of Splendid Bobby C, but misses the handstand and a quick roll up. Whoa, look at this, Splendid Bobby C. Very impressive there. Ace Vandal, Jay Vandal, whipped to the corner. Splendid Bobby C again off the middle rope, another beautiful kick. Taking Jay down to the canvas, he rolls to the outside. Splendid Bobby C turns his attention to Ace Vandal, and he's going to retaliate here. Beat to the Bodran for Ace Vandal as Sensational Fabulous rolls Jay back inside the ring. Down goes Ace Vandal to the outside. A running spear from Wanton Jay Vandal. A cover and a hook of the leg. Wow, not even a 1. Sensational Fabulous right there to spoil the parade. But John Wanton Jay Vandal doesn't seem to care very much. Splendid Bobby C catching those short staccato kicks to the head as Jay Vandal turns his attention back to Sensational Fabulous. And whoa, there's going to be a whole lot of sore chests around this place. Jay Vandal just beating the tar out of Sensational Fabulous, who collapses to the outside. Splendid Bobby C rolls back in. Ace Vandal laid out on the outside. What a knee, a spike knee right to the head of the Splendid One. Off the middle rope, a driving knee into the chest. A stomp to the midsection. Wanton Jay Vandal wound up and slammed face first into the canvas by Bobby C. Bobby spins him around with a hard right, goes behind on him. Oh, look at this inverted fireman's carry and a spike knee to the head of Jay Vandal. A cover and a hook of the leg. 1. But Ace Vandal breaks up the pin. Splendid Bobby C going right back to work on Wanton Jay Vandal. Trying to wear him down as best he can. Another set of kicks to the head as Bobby C turns it over to Sensational Fabulous. This match 3/4 of the way done and still no sign of a winner, but it ain't for lack of trying. Off the middle rope, another beautiful shooting star from Sensational Fabulous. Fabulous with a set of wrist clutch stomps to the back, a kick to the face, and Jay Vandal having his arm stretched by the Sensational One. Followed up with a pair of knees into the back. Fabulous rounds him up. He is going to keep going. He is working hard, trying to wear down Wanton J. Vandal. Again, working on the upper limbs of his opponent. Team Splendid putting in a stellar effort here against the Vandal brothers, a pair of super heavyweights. Sensational Fabulous turning it over to Splendid Bobby C. Wanton J. Vandal laid out near center ring. Splendid Bobby C. turns him over and drives the knee right into the canvas. Bobby goes for another cover. 1, 2, and again another near fall. Well, now a hard kick to the back from Splendid Bobby C. J. Vandal gathered back up by Bobby C. Locked up and whipped to the Team Splendid corner. Whoa, an elbow right to the head. And oh, what a spinning. Whoa, Bobby C. collapsed. He is knocked out. No question about it. There's a stomp to the arm. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. You can forget it. You could have counted to 100. The pinfall win going to the Vandal brothers over Team Splendid.
Here's the time, 17 minutes and 8 seconds. And your winners, the Vandal brothers.
Well, we've had 2 tag team matches tonight. One very short, one very long. The Vandal brothers, look at that, they've lost most of their face paint, but they come up with the W of the Team Splendid. But I'm giving Team Splendid full marks for effort.
You absolutely have to, Myron. Team Splendid put in a stellar effort, but whoa, that knockout punch on me. Wanton J. Vandal absolutely cold-cocked Splendid Bobby C. Our main event when we return.
Alright gang, as always on Rage, we always save the best for last. Our main event tonight, the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal, in a non-title matchup against the Legends World Champion Roddy Piper.
Tonight's non-title Rage main event is scheduled for 1 fall with a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring, from the Punjab in India weighing 234 pounds, he's the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
Well, despite his run in RWL having had its ups and downs, the modern-day Maharaja Jinder Mahal still extremely popular with fans. And tonight, he's in the main event against the Legends World Champion and a non-title scrap, and it's definitely going to be very important to both Jinder Mahal and Rowdy Piper.
Yo, Myron, what's the word on the Legends World Championship? I've heard Macho Man Randy Savage has his eyes on the prize, so to speak. Any chance we're gonna see that match between Savage and Piper by the Memphis Million?
You ain't got to guess about it. You could log it in your book as solid fact that match is probably going to happen, and it's probably going to happen pretty soon, too.
And his opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing 241 pounds, he's the RWL Legends World Champion, Roddy Piper.
I can tell you that Roddy Piper was not happy to hear that he's going to be defending that Legends World title. Have a look at what he had to say.
Well, how about this? The front office delivers a lump of coal into old Hot Rod stocking. They tell me you're going to have to defend the Legends World Championship against Macho Man Randy Savage by the end of the year. Randy, I got bad news for you. This title has been around my waist a long time. It ain't going nowhere. And if you think you're going to take it away from old Hot Rod, well, those are crack pipe dreams and whiskey bottle nursery rhymes, brother.
Well, now, crack pipe dreams and whiskey bottle nursery. Rowdy Piper certainly has a way with words, does he not?
There's no one else in the business who even comes close in, well, crude eloquence. I'm betting he tries to make an example out of Jinder Mahal and hoping that Randy Savage is watching.
He ain't got a hope. I'm pretty sure Randy Savage is watching.
A pretty colossal main event, and one with great meaning for Roddy Piper. As referee Charles Lucero sounds the bell, Jinder Mahal charges, catches a clothesline from Hot Rod, a kick right to the back. Jinder Mahal counters with both boots, quickly back up on his feet, charges again, jumping neckbreaker to Hot Rod, and down he goes center ring. Roddy Piper gathered up by the modern-day Maharaja. Jinder Mahal with a kick to the midsection, gets a hold of him, has him up. Whoa, what a slam from Jinder Mahal. Roddy Piper with a kick to the midsection. Jinder Mahal opens up with a series of rights and lefts, has Piper up over the shoulders. Samoan drop from the modern-day Maharaja. Jinder Mahal with a stomp to the arm of Roddy Piper. The Legends World Champion in trouble center ring as Jinder Mahal takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Here he comes, a knee right across the head of Roddy Piper. Jinder Mahal twisting the head and neck of Hot Rod, trying to wear him down, slams his head, center ring. And again, Jinder Mahal stomping the other arm of Hot Rod. Mahal misses with the chop. Roddy Piper gets a hold on him into a headlock punch. Piper goes behind on him. There's a shot to the back. Mahal whipped to the ropes. There's a rising knee that doesn't find the mark, but a right from Jinder Mahal that does. Piper whipped to the ropes by Jinder Mahal at collision center ring. Jinder Mahal whips Piper to the far left turnbuckle. Piper counters with an elbow, finds his way out of the corner. They collide again, center ring. A hard right from Jinder Mahal. He goes behind on Piper. German suplex, center ring, sending Piper flying. Here's a cover, one. But no, not even one. Roddy Piper in trouble center ring as Jinder Mahal drives a knee into the side of the head of Hot Rod. The Legends World Champion undergoing some difficulties here. Jinder Mahal with a DDT center ring to Roddy Piper. Piper again finding his way to the far corner, counters with a kick quickly, gets back up on his feet. A drop kick misses the mark. Jinder Mahal rolls out of the way. Piper misses with the chop again. Piper dodges a move. A set of shots. Jinder Mahal taken down in a set of hard right hands to the head of the modern day Maharaja. Roddy Piper turning things around here very quickly. Jinder Mahal misses with the knee. Piper goes behind. A hard shot to the back. Piper goes behind again, catches an elbow from Jinder Mahal. A set of hard rights from Piper. Up over, into a rib breaker. Roddy Piper regaining control of things here. Here's a stomp to the arm of the modern day Maharaja. Piper with a set of mounted punches to the head of Jinder Mahal. And a disrespectful slap to the face into the bargain. Roddy Piper opens up again with another set of shots and kicks. And an uppercut that took Mahal down hard. The modern-day Maharaja momentarily stunned, a rake to the back from Hot Rod. Piper pitches him into the right corner, gets him into a headlock, and here he goes, running bulldog, smashing the face of Jinder Mahal center ring. Roddy Piper perhaps smelling blood in the water here. And here's a sleeper hold. The referee checking Jinder Mahal. Piper's got it locked in well. Jinder Mahal flailing here, but countering with a jawbreaker, disengaging the hold and freeing himself. Jinder Mahal whips Piper to the ropes. All the way up and all the way down goes Hot Rod. Jinder Mahal going right back to work on the head and neck area of Roddy Piper. Piper's head slammed again to the canvas, a stomp to the midsection from Jinder Mahal. Piper winds up the arm, slams Jinder Mahal face first into the canvas, misses with the stomp. Jinder Mahal with a rising knee takes Piper down to the mat. Another driving knee to the chest of Roddy Piper from Jinder Mahal. Mahal rolls to the outside, as does Roddy Piper. Another rising knee to the head of Hot Rod. A kick to the midsection from Roddy Piper. Piper rolls Jinder Mahal back inside the ring, indicating to the fans that he is A-OK. And he certainly does look it. Jinder Mahal goes back to the outside again. A set of chops to Roddy Piper. And a spinning neckbreaker, slamming Piper's head to the floor. Again, Jinder Mahal beating the head of Roddy Piper against the floor. Jinder Mahal hurling Piper into the barricades. The modern-day Maharaja tentatively making his way back inside the ring. Piper momentarily stunned, the referee continuing to count him. Roddy Piper having his trouble snapping out of it, but he finally does. And Piper looks mad. Jinder Mahal rolls to the outside. Piper barely misses with the grapple. They collide hard. Piper charges again, another collision. A kick to the midsection from Jinder Mahal. Piper slams him down to the floor. The referee's count continues. A hard right spins Jinder Mahal around. Piper goes behind on him, has him up. Oh, atomic drop right to the keister. Hot Rod gathers Jinder Mahal back up, rolls him back inside the ring. The referee's count now broken. Piper up on the top turnbuckle. Here he comes, elbow across the back of Jinder Mahal. Roddy Piper with a stomp to the leg of Jinder. He's got the leg, and he's setting it up. There's a figure four. Again, the referee monitoring the situation. Jinder Mahal with a couple of shots to the knees and a shot to the face disengages the hold. Back up to a standing position. Whoa, double throat chop from Roddy Piper. A kick to the midsection from Jinder Mahal. A swing and a miss and a clothesline from Roddy Piper. Hot Rod again stalking Jinder Mahal. Misses the grapple, catches a couple of kicks to the leg from Jinder. Jinder Mahal with a hard right puts Piper up against the ropes. Roddy Piper being choked with the top rope by Jinder Mahal. Piper rolls out towards center ring. Jinder Mahal covers and hooks the leg here. 1, 2, but again, another near fall. Jinder Mahal locks it up with Piper, kick to the midsection, tries for the DDT, but Piper counters with shots to the midsection, disengaging Jinder Mahal. A kick to the midsection from Jinder. A drop toe hold, puts Piper face down on the canvas, and here we go, camel clutch time for Jinder Mahal. Piper perhaps might be submitting at this point. Jinder Mahal's got it locked in. Right, look at this. Hot Rod finds his way out, slips out the back door, and trips up Jinder Mahal. Jinder locks Piper back up. Up over the shoulders we go, and hung up on the top rope. But again, Jinder goes for a pin. 1, 2. Another near fall. Jinder Mahal becoming extremely frustrated. Roddy Piper not giving up the ship just yet, but Jinder Mahal stalking Roddy Piper here. This could be bad news for Hot Rod. An elbow from Roddy Piper, a quick counter, a clothesline takes Jinder Mahal down to the mat. Hot Rod locks up Jinder, whips him to the far left turnbuckle. And here we go. Again, another running bulldog smashing the face of Jinder Mahal into the mat. And now it's Roddy Piper stalking Jinder Mahal. And right back into the sleeper hold again. The referee checking things out. He is ringing the bell. It is over. Jinder Mahal is gone. Roddy Piper wins this matchup by submission. Wow.
Here's the time, 7 minutes and 41 seconds. And your winner by submission, Roddy Piper.
So everybody's wondering now, is Randy Savage even going to be able to take away the Legends World title from Hot Rod? Because his luck's been ungodly, let me tell you.
If it was Roddy Piper's hope to make an example out of Jinder Mahal for the benefit of Macho Man Randy Savage, in this match, well sir, mission accomplished, putting Jinder Mahal to sleep.
Boy, what a great night it's been, huh, Don?
And what a main event to put the cap on this week's edition of RWL Rage. As always, fans, we thank you for joining us and for supporting RWL Wrestling. Our next RWL telecast will fall on Saturday night, December the 6th, when we'll present RWL Snarl with Dex Lynch, Wally Cardell, and Johnny Bianco. For Christy, Marin, and myself, Don Hickson, thank you, good night, and we'll see you next time at ringside. Good night, everybody.